Hi, and welcome to episode 7 of Blood, Dust, and Desert. My name is Icon, and today is a day of survival, growth, and happiness in the desert. I hope so, at least. So, for today, I haven't made up too many plans, except for those plans that were already running. We're going to continue what we did before, and get off this dirt ball one day. I'm still researching Mordars, and I want to get the multi-analyzer going, but I don't have the plasteel necessary to do so. So these are the problems. I think these are no new problems at all, but I mean, we're now suffering no more. The first iguana is going to be having his eggs in a moment. We had drop pod raiders trying to kill my Komodo breeding again. I don't know, this place hates me and my lizard farm plans. Nevertheless, I don't give up. So, good friends, if you like this kind of content, drop a subscription on my channel. You won't miss any future content. Make me very, very happy. And yeah, that's just about it. We're going to deconstruct those barricades here in the base because I don't really need them anymore. Overall, I'm quite happy with how everything evolves right now. Hey, look there, the first results. Now I understand how these things work. So that radius around here is the actual radius, and that's the maximum radius. So one day all this soft sand will be gone, so that means I would need another one like here. Alright, so I built the first one. I built this one here badly. Okay, whatever. So now I'm smarter. I never worked with moisture pumps before. I never needed that. Things were working out perfectly without. Alright. What up with trade, though? I need plasteel, and as such, we could be... and Jane goes on corpse obsession again. So the Quidos are restocking in 2 days, and the Mentones are liking me again. Okay, wonderful. So let's check out what Jane does. She's going to get over there. Naoki needs rescue. Food poisoning plus alcohol withdrawal. Okay. Good old Nichols. Hey, Jane. So where you're carrying that poor old guy. So right in the middle of that, I see. Okay. So we're going to order Amanda to bury good old Coyote again. So it's a shame to get your people dug up like that time after time. Thrumble fur pants, man, that's luxury. All right, Virea is getting himself some extra nice clothing. Come on, you do that. I don't want to hear you whining about unhappy nudity anymore. You're now having thrumble fur pants, man. And gutworms for 3 of my people. Oh my goodness, that's disgusting. Gutworms are not really deadly or anything. So, okay, Naoki, I'm done with that. Bed rest. Now. Yo. Can you now please keep lying down? I mean, that must be the end of the alcohol withdrawal. I'm pretty sure that's why Naoki starts wriggling around like crazy here. So, dirty cooking area. And besides, that's not burying people. Putting them into the freezer is not burying them. Come on, lazy. Alright. So... What? I heard the good stuff. So who's still configured to the good stuff? A lot of people, actually. So Rimworld Mods died a needless death, and Amanda will now learn. Oh no, she can't. Can't learn it. And I don't have storage for side trainers? Okay. Must be, I can't imagine how that came together. These, yeah. These didn't exist when I created the stockpile zones here, because the stockpile zone was created in version 1.1, and afterwards new items were created which are not assigned to anymore. That's what happened there. So considering another thing, smelting down weapons. So we're going to do that forever with an unlimited radius as well. So I'm going to allow only a few things. So we're not going to allow high value weapons, of course, because that would be a shame. Persona weapons are of course also excluded. What I'm never going to dismount without asking are a few weapons that I want to keep to some degree. But apart from that, all that stuff can be just smeltered, because that's a very nice way of getting some income of steel on the way. So the t-shirt, how about, okay, come on Maria, you need clothing too. I mean, it's okay for me that Amanda took the Thrumble shirt first, because it's only fair and square. She's here way longer. Okay, but this place is really running well here. What's with Komodo though? I think it's very funny to have a person called Komodo sleeping right next to my iguanas, but that's a completely different story. Cleaning this room is one thing, and so Berea, you get that duster. You deserved it. Oh man, look at that. Thrumblefer dusters are really nice equipment. Really nice equipment. And wow, it's pukes everywhere. You're not going to clean anything. You're not going to cook anything. We had sick people because the kitchen wasn't clean. And apart from that, can we please clean up this mess here too? Thanks. All right. Slowly things are getting more and more civilized here. Berea is visiting a grave of somebody he never knew. And going to lay down some power cords into the crypts here. Something I had done before this power shortage destroyed my old save game, but yeah, well. So we get some visitors from the Western Arailer. Hi. Nice to meet you here, or something like that. I'll build more places for people to stay at. There goes another wall, another door, another home, because I have not enough homes for my people. So once these barricades are gone, I think I'm going to build some more living space here too. Yeah, Flaze, you're not done there. You're deconstructing them all. Thanks. So in terms of power, well, it's not really going too well. I'm going to need another geothermal reactor at some point. Oh, generator. They are not reactors. Reactors are a completely different concept compared to a generator. Mark my words. Alright, so some power cords. Just some basic upgrade for my psychic binge. Alright, so is there anything to binge on in my storage. I mean, there's some tea in there, but I can't imagine that this is enough to get a heavy addiction from. So all right. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful to see these rooms finally getting their proper furnishing? So, some more green schist furniture here, and I'm going to use some andesite furniture over there to get some different look there. Royal Tribute Collector. Let me see. If Naoki keeps behaving like that, I'm considering. So, undignified throne room again. So, let's refuel that brazier. And while we're at it, the other one too. So there's a royal collector, but I'm not too interested in selling off anything or wait a sec. Jane and Amanda. I could bring up one thing though. I'm interested in one thing, so that's just 1 point of favor? Hell no. Okay. Never mind then. So, a masterwork. We have a masterwork dresser. This furniture bears an artwork of a town guard wearing an evening gown suspended in the air. The work symbolizes pain. So that's what a masterwork is composed like. That's a really weird piece of art, okay? So what can we set up for them guys here too? Oh yeah, plant pots. Going to bring up plant pots out of wood, mainly because wood is out here a pretty luxurious commodity. As a matter of fact, it's not a poor thing at all. So in here I'm going to use Lurzolite tiles. I think that'll fit. Alright. The workshop should be getting some more neutral tiles. And the barracks here, I haven't figured out yet. Maybe we're going to give this whole place a nice carpet look. Yeah, how about that? A green carpet? Yeah, that looks fantastic. So this is a really long-term project, but I mean, I have the cotton growing here. I don't really have any real larger projects with the cotton there, so why not? It will be looking lovely once it's done. So, and that's all that matters. So I'm going to drop down some more. Oh, wait a second. No, we're not going to drop down electric lights. Way better. Here, torch lamps. These are quite decadent because that's a very costly way of making light for me here in the desert. But I mean, I'm getting more wood than I'm using right now out of these fields. So I think it's a thing that I can do without crippling myself too much. And style-wise, it will be really cool. So, I mean, of course, this does do the exact opposite of what I was thinking about, and that was earning money somehow. But that's another story. So we're going to get small sculptures out of gems forever. There we go. Also, Flays, can we please finally get that done? Because I'm pretty sure the roof is not even assigned. Oh my god. So, there we go. Training iguanas? I thought they were... Okay. Looks like the tameness is wearing off. Oh boy. So let's build the roof area here, because I don't want the barn being unroofed. I don't like that. Okay. So, would you kindly dispose of the take care of the disposal of last time's raiders? There we go. They were even excreting corpse bile already. Yuck. Corpse bile is something new the game has introduced a few patches ago. Don't even know why or whatever. Okay. Can only say I'm going to be a lot more relieved once the mortar technology has been researched, because right now this is spooking me a little bit to have no mortars, and yeah, well, understandable, I think. So who's on the art business? That'll be Flays, but Flays is always on some other business. So Naoki would be also pretty good on art. Yeah, I think I'm going to set up Naoki too. There we go. And Flays is going to drop out of the art business there. It's better to have only one colonist busy on that and accumulating all the art XP on one person. And besides that, it stops your colonists from creating art pieces all over the place and with different authors, and things get really messy if you allow them to do to work like that. So come on, build that torch lamp already. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what I want to have. So it's 20 wood per 10 days. I feel like that's an absolutely affordable pain. Alright, so let's craft some more components. Not having anybody else available for that, but I think one person crafting components is also pretty much everything the colony will need. So it's not that horrible. But I would prefer to have somebody more permanently on that bench, honestly. But yeah, well, I guess you can't have everything. So I want a poker table as well. Or didn't I already have one? No? Okay, whatever. So we need plasteel and cloth, obviously. But I'll need those sculptures to actually earn myself some money, because the wildlife here is letting me down. Absolutely. Hey, there's a mechanoid cluster ready to mess up my day. Ha! A defoliator. Good riddance. Okay, so there's not much to be afraid of here. The only thing that's really necessary is to forbid these, and apart from that, I just hope that nobody happens to have business up here. So let's give the cancel orders there to make sure nobody trips those mechanoids by accident. And then I'm just going to wait until I have my mortars researched, and then we're going to mortar away on those guys. Just fire them out of their hole back there. That's why I started researching those mortars, because it's basically one of the best ways of dealing with it. I mean, I have the guns to take care of this problem here, honestly, but at the same time, I'm not too interested in risking the lives of my people here for no particularly good reason. So let's instead wait for the mortars to be researched, then set up some mortars and just be happy with it, you know? I'm so sad that I was such a noob the longest time when it came down to the question of using mortars. I don't know why I didn't use them in the past. just beats me. But some things just have to be learned the hard way, I guess. So, am I able to do these things at the fabrication bench? No. I'm going to need the machining table there. So, certainly end up needing a lot of components here. So, I don't want to interrupt Amanda while sawing down those cocoa trees. That's a really, really important work to do. And apart from that, it's so... It doesn't matter at all. These things will just do their thing. And until they reach my my agriculture, I think until then I'm already done with that problem. I hope. If I'm not done with that problem until then, oh well. Then of course we're still in trouble. So that's that. Shields. That's a new technology. Broad shield pack. What's that? Single-use man portable bullet shield protector deployed on the ground generates a circular shield that allows bullets out but not in. Oh my god. That's just awesome. Wow. I want to have. That's a powerful technology because it allows me to shoot outwards but not get and shoot at. So perfect for these situations. It's like the ideal follow-up after after murdering these people. So there's a lion back in the biome. Pretty sure that the lion will kill himself one way or another. They're not smart enough to survive here. So I'm going to work on that machining table right away. Save those components before they're getting eaten somewhere else, but produce one more component to make sure I have some component for replacements if necessary. Very, very important thing. So looks like I'm having no power cords available there. Alright. Oh, come on. Arf. Well, we're going to put it down there. So, shelves. Like I thought. Ooh, they need chem fuel. Alright. I never built that stuff, so shame on me, I know. So that means to make these things, I'm going to need chem fuel production. I mean, have I already researched biofuel refining? No. So now is the time. Alright, seems like getting rid of these guys is more of a long-term project, but whatever. Since it's only a defoliator, it's kind of like the most comical thing to drop down in the extreme desert environment. And I consider a pretty good chance, I think there's a good chance that some caravan or such will just randomly waltz into these guys there and trigger that and start, and then they start killing each other. It's just something I'm hoping for. Alright, Jackboot and Virrea had some social fighting. Wow, even with deadly bites and a destroyed thumb. Oh my goodness. Boys, boys, boys. So keep your extremities alive, please. Stop doing that. It's very, very annoying when people lose thumbs or such. That's bad for your manipulation score. I mean, the thumb is what separates us from the lower beings. You can't just destroy that. Okay, enough of that. Let's drop down that bed of Naoki's here. Maybe he's going to be less aggressive afterwards. Okay, so Amanda still is on me making components, but come on. You guys are allowed to eat while working there. Seriously. Okay. So slowly I'm learning that playing around mechanoid clusters is a lot about just enduring them and accepting that they are now part of your map, and just making sure that nobody has any incentive of walking into them by accident, and then everything goes a lot easier. A lot easier. So there's also a lot of steel here still available, so it's going to solve most of my problems. Alright, so that's why Amanda is malnourished all day. So Naoki is suffering from a heat stroke. What a shame. So many things. So Naoki's going to need some sort of hat. So let's make some cowboy hat. Let's do that right away. Oh, it's going to be a dog leather cowboy hat. And let's check it out. 38 degree. All right, the heat strokes should now go away. So Naoki is past his his alcohol addiction. That's good. That's really good news. So Naoki is now going to have way less mental breakdowns due to that. Awesome. All right, so I think I'm going to build another living room here, just like that, and I'm going to drop down the coolers here and get the vents over there, and just get some door in there, and it's a bug, not a feature. And the lion is hunting fleas. Poor lion. All right. All right, so first salvo didn't trigger the revenge on the lion. That's bad. All right, so nobody has to worry. There's a dead lion available now for us. It's even having dementia. Poor thing. Okay, so how's Amanda? She's consuming her meal. And now we're getting sieged by the sledgehammer men. So I'm going to break this episode here because I don't want to start such a heavy combat at the end of an episode. This is going to be a pretty nasty situation, but at the same time, if they're going to siege here, I'm going to attack there, and we're going to do that on the next episode. My friends, thank you so much for watching. It's been a blast, and I hope we're going to see each other again. And if you haven't already subscribed, now would be an absolutely awesome moment to make my day. Apart from that, have a wonderful time until we see each other again, and goodbye.